Hey everybody, welcome to the Experience Bar's Barroom Brawl for Sunday, May 17th. We're playing some Titanfall. What's up? I'm here with Aston and Kevin. What's going on, guys?
Hi.
Alright. Stuff to play. So we default to our favorite game on the... Is this our favorite game on Xbox One? Like, for multiplayer, I guess?
It's our favorite Xbox exclusive.
Okay.
I don't know.
Exclusive. Man, Kevin Prestige 2.
No, I didn't Prestige.
Yeah, you did. You're a Gen 1 pilot.
Did I?
Yeah, because you get the little emblem.
No,
like
no, that's Aston. That's Aston.
No.
What?
Aston's just a regular...
No, he has the little one next to him. I have the same thing as you do.
Oh, G1. Oh, okay, but yeah, I know because I have Prestige, so you have to be the same as me.
What? Okay,
I
whatever.
don't play this game that much.
Yeah.
I need to
I
play
have
it
no
more,
idea.
apparently.
So yeah, we're playing Titanfall, which apparently Aston doesn't play that much. Aston, what's your favorite Xbox exclusive?
Exclusive?
For Xbox.
Not sure. I mean,
I guess D4, but that's not going to be exclusive anymore.
yeah, maybe. I guess. I mean, Killer Instinct is lovely.
Oh, let's start this thing anyway.
Yeah, go
attrition?
ahead, please do. Yeah, attrition's fine, whatever. Oh god. Oh, I don't have any of my loadouts. Because I prestiged, or what I call it, respawned.
I'm just gonna be the guy that's jumping.
Something.
Regeneration or something like that. Yeah, they call it something.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. Who knows? This is a good map, though.
Yay, dragons!
Here there be dragons. Yeah, this game is still fun to play. I have to say that.
Yeah.
I think.
Occasionally. It's not
Yeah,
like
right.
a game I could pick up all the time.
Yeah, well, if I'm on the mood to be a shooter, though, it's
Yeah.
easy to pick up and jump into.
Hey, this is a battle of attrition. Target and destroy all enemy forces.
Alright, where are we going?
They take stuff and it confuses me.
Call it when ready.
Oh, because you have rank ships now?
Good luck.
I guess. I have no idea what
What is that?
They added more... That
I'm
more
just
recently.
gonna run around.
Oh
What are we
god,
doing? Oh, it's just attrition, right?
my thing's super laggy.
Oh. My seems alright. We're playing attrition, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so just kill dudes.
Yay, I leveled up. I don't know why, but I leveled up.
Bitch!
Another Titan is attacking
Oh shit, I'm gonna die. That's terrible, that was awful.
Enemy Titan is attacking your target. Enemy Titan
There he
down.
goes. I still have yet to get that achievement where you kill 5 pilots in midair.
Warning, an enemy pilot is attacking.
Yeah.
Shut down.
Eject.
I don't remember the buttons.
I was trying to do that right next to those guys, but they killed me before. Because I got the, I think I have the massive explosion
Pilot, your
equipped.
Titan will be ready in 2 minutes.
That thing is OP.
It's not really. Because, like, I've
Really?
killed myself. I've
Because
killed
it's
myself
killing
a number of
everyone.
times. I've killed myself a number of times with it.
Hey man, this is not looking good.
Just
We're way
because,
behind.
like,
We're running out of time.
I'll do it inside or something.
Darn it.
Rating increased. Nice.
I wonder how Titanfall 2 is gonna be like.
I hope it has a campaign.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would
it's
be much
kinda
more
weird that
interested, to be honest.
They make this big lore behind the entire thing, and then it's just like,
guys.
oh,
Yeah,
like they make this big lore behind the story,
The rating
Oh, I
goals.
died.
Very good.
and then they barely do anything with it. It's kind of confusing.
I know. It's like sort of just a backdrop to what you're doing.
I don't know. Like, I enjoyed Titanfall quite a bit, so I'm looking forward to the second one. The funny story, when I went to change what game we were playing on Twitch from Pac-Man, like I always have to, Titanfall 2.
Darn it.
Fucking A! Fucking A!
Why is there all that breaking up? It sounds like... Well, I got to the shopper, but I'm probably gonna die. Yep. Oh,
I really wonder what it's gonna be like if they do cross-platform with PS3.
Oh, my connection is
with
awful.
PS3?
Four.
Oh.
Sorry, 4.
Are they doing cross-platform? Like, is that a thing that they're?
I thought that they confirmed that they will, that the sequel will be cross-platform.
Oh, Kevin,
And
I figured
technically
out...
speaking, this game is not exclusive to Xbox One, but okay.
Yeah.
Technically, it's on 360.
And it's also on PC, so just not PlayStation. I guess then D4 would count.
Microsoft exclusive. How about that?
Oh, Kevin, by the way, I figured out what that
DLC
thing
map.
is. It means you have a rank chip active, where Aston does not.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
They added
adventure games.
They added competitive ranking to this game, so like the people you see with the like Roman numerals on their cards are people who've opted into the rank thing. So you gain experience and it resets like by every 2 weeks or something like that. I don't know.
I played a little bit of Killer Instinct with Cinder, by the way.
Oh, how is Cinder?
He's lovely. He doesn't feel the same as the old games, but then again, Cinder in the old games was basically Glacius, but on fire.
Yeah, sure. Kind of like Reptile and Scorpion.
Have you guys played this
or
one yet?
Scorpion and Sub-Zero are the same. No, I mean, I probably have at least once, but I just don't remember. They fixed the matchmaking on this game, and it's part of what they said they were going to make the maps free in Titanfall 2, because, like,
Whoa.
not having the DLC maps in rotation, like, having paid for DLC for the extra maps, it's also why they made them super cheap, like, later on. It, like, splits the player base, so you never got DLC maps in rotation.
Well, that's kind of nice of EA, I guess.
Oh, it wasn't EA who said that, it was,
Respawn.
Respawn, yeah.
Ah! Are we still doing attrition?
But
Yeah.
I would think that EA is like in charge of that, the pricing and stuff.
I don't know, EA's kind of starting to be okay with things. They're not really pissing people off, nor are they really like praising,
Not
being
as
praised.
much, I guess.
Yeah, so they're kind of under the radar.
I guess. It's better than being
Fuck!
Yeah, exactly.
America.
I think the big thing
Nice
is going
jump
to be,
kicks, Aston.
I think the big thing is
following
going to be I've never played this map, by the way, so I have no idea where I'm going.
Neither have I. I just realized that playing now, so I'm just kind of like running around being like, okay, I guess there's
Like we
dudes to
bought all
shoot.
the DLC, but we didn't do anything with it.
Well, like I said, they fixed the map rotation, or I guess there's just enough people playing now with the DLC maps. Because before, you had the problem of people wouldn't have the map, so it just wouldn't pick them.
Pilot, your Titan will be ready in 2
Oh
minutes.
shit, I killed myself.
I love
Holy
getting kills
shit.
with the pistol, by the way. Like, really
Smart
just-
pistol or regular pistol?
A regular pistol, it's just satisfying.
I love using the smart pistol though too. Makes everyone all like, be angry and stuff. It's great. It's a good time.
I guess if you like pissing other players off. I don't hate it.
pistol's
I don't.
good, but, like-
hard. I mean,
I don't-
I still die with a smart pistol. It's not like it's a cheat code.
I don't
If
think it's
you're-
like balanced.
Yeah, if you're skilled enough with any other like rifle and stuff, you'll do fine.
Yeah, because there's that whole pausing thing you have to do with the.
Yeah, it
smart
takes a
pistol.
long time to lock onto human players.
So I mean, if you're dying via smart pistol, then you're just not moving fast enough.
it's only kind of cheap because if you're a player who,
Be advised,
I mean, if somebody gets a jump on you and they have a smart pistol, there's no defense for it. Like, Ostensibly, if they had a regular weapon, you would have enough time to like see where they're shooting from and maybe mount a counterattack. But if they have the smart pistol, by the time they're shooting at you, they lock on and you're dead. That's why people.
I don't know. I think a smart pistol is like made for people like me who don't play shooters that much, that want to feel somewhat in control.
Yeah.
Especially when
I mean,
I'm not
I think it was a
fine-tuned
good
with.
design decision on their end.
Yeah.
I think it's I don't think it's broken.
You're into battle.
No, not at all.
Is that map this big that if you go too far away from the...
Or maybe that's just how they tell you to stay within your boundaries. Oh well, I do the Titan. I'll take that.
Oh, come on.
The one thing I kind of found to be the case in this one is that you either pick a light Titan or a heavy Titan. The middle Titans are just kind of cannon fodder.
I like the middle Titan.
I love the light Titan. I think there's something to be argued for the heavy Titan of being able to just stand there and take a lot of punishment. But like,
I think they're all good. If you know, they're all different play styles. I think.
I guess I could never get really used to the light Titan or the heavy or the middle Titan because it just never seemed like enough of one or the other. I really noticed it when I first machined when I was like trying to play with the default
You have sustained heavy damage.
It just wasn't. Kind of sucks.
Warning, an enemy pilot is attacking you. Enemy Titan down. Warning.
Nice.
Yes, I killed the Titan in the air. Or I killed a pilot in the air.
We're
I'll
working
take
on a
it.
replacement. I'll get back to you when it's
But I
done.
died now. But that's one of the 5 I need. I think that's 2 I have now.
Pilot, your Titan will be ready in 2 minutes.
Why does the setting look like it should be in, like, Uncharted or something?
Go away, away. What do you guys think of the bots being in all the matches?
I
Is that
like
something they
it.
should bring back?
Like, you mean
Okay, your Titan will be ready in
the-
60 seconds.
The grunts.
Yeah, the grunts, yeah. And the... I like them. It gives a good sense of, whatchamacallit? Completeness, you know? There's that big complaint about, like, 6 versus 6 and how stupid it is and blah blah blah, and it's just like, or maybe it's a good design decision.
You mean like scale?
Yeah. Well, not only that, there's also some interesting things that happen with the grunts and the robots as
Be
well.
advised.
Like, you can hack the robots so that they, like, become minions. I like doing that sometimes, but it takes a while because it takes a while to hack it complete. But it's convenient when you're say playing like the control points, the hard point,
Yeah.
and you want to make a bunch of robots like guard your control point.
Yeah.
Okay, your Titan.
Hey, buddy, we're still in the fight, but the IMC have the upper hand right now. We still have time to get ahead, but don't let up.
I don't like to slow down, I got to do better. Oh boy.
Yeah, loadouts make a big difference. I don't have everything unlocked that I'd like to have. And it's kind of a bummer. Also, I don't know why I have to skip my Titan. It sucks.
Warning.
I hate when you like have it like when you're doing a rodeo and your gun is too powerful, so then you die. Don't really. I like doing rodeos a lot.
Yeah, I don't do that much. Because usually if I rodeo, I end up dying, so
Same.
try to avoid that.
People are just too smart for me.
I've done the rodeos a lot. So, yeah, I think this game does a really good job of fitting stuff in that are not typical
Friendly
for
Titan down.
every player, more or less.
Yeah.
It balances a lot of different play styles.
Yeah, instead of having one
The
play
IMC
style,
are getting even
like
further ahead of us.
Oh,
We
come
need to
on.
step it up, and I mean
random
right now.
loadout and all that jazz. It's good to have different play styles
A
available.
friendly Titan is initiating. Warning.
Yo!
Oh, die.
What's that, cowboy?
No, he killed me. Most
Pilot,
people
your
can
tank
tell
will
what
be
you're
ready in
doing
2
with
minutes.
nuclear rejection, though, now. It's getting harder to kill people with nuclear rejection.
Yeah, it used to be like way too good.
Yeah.
Yes! I took down a Titan.
Hey, Kevin, what's going on?
God.
It's okay.
Oh, hey there.
Okay. Secret stalker.
Hey,
Ah.
running out of time, and the enemy is slightly ahead.
Go on, go. Yes.
I really wonder how games in general are going to pan out for this year, because this year seems to be kind of quiet.
Yeah, it's lackluster so far, for sure.
Hey, your Titan will be ready in 60 seconds.
Especially since a lot of games were pushed to 2016.
Yep.
Strider is down.
It's like, I wanted frickin' Quantum Break.
You think Titanfall 2 will be next year, or?
I think it'll be
Over,
next year.
guys.
I think
We
it's
lost.
this year.
Fall back to
No,
base.
I meant more next year or the year
Pilot,
after.
time to clear
Yeah,
out.
I think,
Head back to that point now.
I don't see it being
it'll
this year
be
unless
Social
16K is just like
16
completely another.
or
All of
17.
your rating goals. Very good.
Come back here! Come back, Jack!
Should have made Titanfall 2 one of my E3 predictions. Because you know, EA, even if they don't have anything to show, EA is going to be like, and this is coming.
Oh, tease it.
Because remember last year, like they didn't have any games that were actually like
Yeah.
coming. Oh damn it! I died right when it switched to Apple. So no, I don't. Drop this thing. Are you guys dead?
Drop shit!
Yeah, I died.
Drop shit! I did die. I dropped it, but I'm probably gonna die. in
Oh, I
the
know. No, you made it.
Woo! Bitches!
You're like the only guy, huh?
It gives
Mostly
you extra
because I
points if you're the leader.
Full survival, yeah. Oh hey, I wasn't the worst. I wasn't the
I was-
best either, but...
I was the best of us. I'll take that. Kevin, your
My
connection
God.
looks terrible.
yeah, that one bar life, yo.
Yeah. I don't know why.
Oh yeah, level 24.
my rodeo skills are like so high compared to like other people's apparently.
Your mad rodeo skills.
My cowboy up level 5. Everything else is like smaller.
One thing I
Cowboy
like about
rodeo,
this
that
game is I don't really care about my kill death ratio.
Pretty much.
What do we got now? War games. This is a good map. I like this one. As far as DLC maps go. Oh, I gotta kill some of these burn cards.
Never played.
Oh, nope. Too late.
I wonder if Telltale's going to announce Wolf Among Us Season 2.
I would hope so. I would be down with that.
My friend Walking Dead afterwards, and he prefers Wolf Among Us way more. I think Walking Dead is way too emotional and like draining.
Like,
it's just
yeah, it's
emotionally
heavy.
draining. Like yeah, it's heavy.
Beam me up.
Okay, this is a battle of attrition. Eliminate
So
all enemy forces.
when I told him, it was like, unfortunately, Walking Dead is a bigger IP for them.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They're probably gonna focus on that more than Wolf Among Us.
I'll be happy if we get more shit out of it. Like, they could easily just leave it after that first season.
Oh yeah. I think that they shouldn't though, because it looks like they Telltale does a really good job of like taking IPs and making it their own if they need to, like Walking Dead, like Wolf Among Us. So I think that they did, the whole like cliffhanger at the end of Wolf Among Us is pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh, you're not doing well this match. Well, I've got prosthetic legs. So these burgers are real weird.
You win Deus Ex.
Oh man. I picked up Deus Ex Minute Potions with the Mantic player. I don't know if
Have it apparently.
Oh. Right.
And I died because I was paying attention to my phone.
Hopefully he'll be back on in a little bit.
Is it just me, or like I want a puzzle version of the Titanfall, like the training, because the training felt almost like Portal.
Oh yeah, like this aesthetic for this map totally is.
Yeah, like this, and then but also in general, like the stuff that you do in the training is almost Portal-like in terms of puzzles.
Sure.
So I wish there was like a little like mini game or Easter egg
Hey,
somewhere.
your Titan will be ready in 60 seconds.
Portal fall. Vernacular fall. That's a high concept joke.
Be advised, Titan ready in 30 seconds.
What's her name doing? The chick going on the next quantum.
Hey, your Titan's good to go. Calling ready.
Oh, I don't know.
Nice.
So that company closed down, so... Oh no, but she's at Amazon now, right?
We're barely ahead of the
Yes.
IMC, man.
What is Amazon doing? Are they making games? Are they trying to get into the game console business?
What is
What do you do
Amazon
with
doing
Helix?
is a really good question. That if we knew, we could probably make lots of money. So...
How so? Okay.
Investments, sir. Investments.
Like, what, you're gonna make a
companies.
handheld gaming console that's also a phone. That's so well for Sony.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Well, because Sony half-assed it. They didn't really try. Like, if they had legitimately.
Well, not only
just-
that, people like wasn't it still Ericsson at the time? Like Sony Ericsson?
It was, but like,
Well done.
if they legitimately just like made the Xperia play and like, look, it plays all PSP games, you know, like it would have actually been a success.
I don't know if it'll be a success. I think the big problem is being Verizon exclusive.
Still ahead, boss, but the IMC are catching up. Don't let them now.
Not to say that Verizon is good, obviously they're
I'm
not
detecting a hostile
in the
pilot on
country,
board.
but
I suggest removing
the problem with that is that
Warning. I'm detecting a hostile
Verizon's
pilot
very
on board.
they don't care about smart cities. They don't care about like unless your phone is good, they don't care about marketing your phone.
Yeah.
They-
It took them
they
a long
follow the
time to
trend.
get the iPhone because
Got
they
replacement
didn't give a
underway.
shit
I'll let you know when it's done.
Pretty much.
until the iPhone got so big that they had to give a shit.
Falling behind. Don't let them win.
But yeah, I think mostly it was just like lack of marketing, lack of understanding. It was in a really weird place, right? Like it was in a really weird time where, technically speaking, phones are more powerful than the PSP and the Vita now.
Now, yeah,
So,
for sure.
Hey, your Titan will
so
be
it's
ready
one of
in
those
60
things where it's
seconds.
just like if it had made the platform, then I think it would have been more of a success. Like if it was cross-platform stuff, but that would be kind of difficult. I mean, in general, though, it seems like console gaming, like handheld gaming, is going to be for like Nintendo is going to constantly be the top. Like there is something to be said about having a console like experience on your hand and all that, but like it's a very niche market.
Man,
Yeah.
I got a console-like experience on my hand. Ugh. I'm sorry, just the way you said that, it was funny.
I mean, it makes sense. Most people do mobile games. Like the games that are successful at mobile, the ones that are easy to pick up, you don't have to worry about it too much.
Yeah, and that's what made the DS so
The IMC
great.
are
Like,
getting even
Exactly.
further ahead.
because
So
of the
We need to
dual
step
screen
it up, and I
thing
mean
and the
right
lack of an
now.
analog stick, they weren't like, okay, let's just port every game. And the games that they did port, like Super Mario 4DS, not the best DS game. Not even the best version of that game. Like,
I didn't mind it too much. But then
It's
again,
okay.
because I played PG, and I'm the weird guy that's fine with weird controls.
okay, and they did fine
The
with
IMC have the
it,
upper
but
hand
like,
right now. Still have time to
there
get
are
ahead.
definitely,
Don't
like,
let up.
I don't
By the
know,
way,
like,
it seems like you
the
don't
other...
have Kevin. His connection's dead. I don't think I'll be able to get back on, sorry.
Very well. We shall continue onward.
I think that's the biggest problem with the PSP and the Vita is that yeah, they're good consoles, you get good console experiences on them, but like that market is so niche and like barely there that
Warning.
it's
An
not
enemy pilot
that
is
because of
attacking
it.
you.
You know?
GameStop had the Vita TV on sale for $40.
Warning. An enemy
God.
pilot is attacking you.
I would scoop one off if I had noticed while it was still on sale. Not lying. Like, that's a legitimately good deal.
The Vita TV confuses the hell out of me because
It's
it's,
just
like, well, no, I mean like cool, you can play videos on like basically like taking the model of random Android phone and making a game console, aka but instead it's the
We're
Vita.
still trailing behind them. You gotta step it up down there.
But my thing was that if that was the case, why don't you make it like an Apple TV competitor and make it like apps?
They really should have. I think that was
Like what was wrong with like what are you thinking? Like at the very least, make it a gateway.
We're in the lead. Keep up the good work, pilot.
Enemy Titan down.
Because, you know, normal people are gonna, ooh, Sony has a TV thingy, a little TV box like that. TV, well, that's cool.
Sony's brand new stupid piece of shit.
Oh,
Still one. That's still one of my favorite onion gags. Like,
Warning. Recommend region.
okay,
I just did that.
Dominating.
I just did that thing where I grab somebody out of a Titan and crush them in my hand, and it's awesome. Yeah, I don't know.
Time left in the mission, but the IMC aren't far behind. Stay on top
The
and
Vita
hit them.
still has the best version of Persona 4, so there's that.
Yeah, I'm not saying that there's not good games on it, but I'm just saying that it's just like, it's kind of the same thing as the Game Gear, right? Like, Game Gear was basically like a Genesis in your hand. Like, or it's like a midway point between the Master System and the
Got a hold
Genesis.
grudge.
And for that time, it was great, but
Doing even better
you
than
had problems
before.
with battery
Good
life,
work,
you had the
team.
problems
Keep up the
with,
pressure.
like, powerful,
And much like Sony, they learned nothing
Awesome
and
work, team.
proceeded to put out the Nomad as their next gen.
Well done,
And
guys.
right.
The IMC are attempting to escape by drop ships, but I've marked their extraction point for you. Don't let them get away.
You achieved.
and most, when you think about
goals.
all the
Good
competitors
work.
for game, like handheld game consoles, almost every single one that was like that fell victim to that. So, like the Atari, whatever it was, same dealio. my bad.
What? No, Lynx.
The IMC will be heading towards
Lynx,
the evac
yes,
point.
the Lynx.
Don't let them escape.
Jaguar is the home console. My brother had one of those. Not the Lynx, the
Yeah.
Jaguar.
Especially since it was like more novel back in the day, you know, like powerful handheld console. That was more like the PSP was like revolutionary for its time because it was basically a handheld PS2 in your hand.
Yeah.
But now these days and age where literally the hardware is literally exponentially growing with each month almost.
The same way home consoles did for a long time, you know?
Yeah.
And now we're hitting diminishing returns on home consoles, but
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I think Nintendo has it right of keeping it simple.
sure.
Because I mean, think about the games that you play on the DS. Like even the most like console-like games are still kind of like mobile-oriented,
For sure.
except for the ports, obviously.
I like that we're somehow still in this lobby together, even though Kevin dropped out.
Yeah.
It's just like, whatever. What is going on? Burn cards.
Like, I seriously don't understand why they didn't do that. That Sony didn't make the Vita TV basically a set-top box like Apple TV competitor. It was priced the same. It was about the same size.
They should have, but they didn't. I don't know.
It's like, why? Like, why would you... like, why do you make it a dumb Vita, basically? Like a Vita with HDMI out. Like...
I don't know. The Vita should have HDMI out. Let's be real. Because I would
There's
play
a lot of things that should have been.
a lot of Vita games on my TV if I could.
Well, if anything, they should have figured out some way to do it through the PS4. Like, kind of like the reverse streaming,
Reverse
I guess.
remote play.
Yeah. If that's possible, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess it works one direction. Can't see why it wouldn't work the other direction. They also had like shades of that too, because like the PSP Go and the PSP Go especially had TV output, but then you could sync up a DualShock 3 to it. I've done it before. It totally works.
Yeah. Which is really smart with the whole, like...
I am the range him. I am tracking your performance. Good luck.
I do give them credit for doing Bluetooth with everything. Because the proprietary RF on the Xbox is kind of annoying.
Yeah, especially with the controllers. Aren't the Xbox One controllers, aren't they like Wi-Fi Direct or something weird like that?
The Xbox One controllers?
Yeah.
I think it's a combination of the two. They might be Wi-Fi Direct, I'm not entirely sure. But Wi-Fi Direct does make sense if that's the case. Yeah, because I think Wi-Fi Direct is more stable than Bluetooth.
It is. If you're at a longer, it's more stable at a longer range. But like, if you're 10 feet away from your console, I don't think it's going to make a huge difference.
Oh yeah. I think the big thing is whatchamacallit. Bluetooth is one of those things where it's like it's a more accepted standard, and you can like do screwy things like like connecting to a PC and whatnot through Bluetooth and doing like stuff like that. But
oh shit! I was assuming this was control points because I'm so used to playing control points on this map because of the campaign.
I know, right? I love this map for control points.
Yeah, it's really good for control points. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying that the like technically speaking, it should be better. You know, like they're not inherently like dramatically different in terms of like input rate and stuff like that. At least in theory. Technically speaking, Wi-Fi Direct should be better than Bluetooth when it comes to like Twitch like responses and whatnot, but
you probably won't notice.
Yeah, exactly. At least for me, I don't play fucking adventure games.
Yeah, no, I mean I play shooters and I can't tell. So, although I do prefer the Xbox One controller overall.
Yeah, they did a really good job with designing it.
Yeah, I go back to the 360 controller and I'm like, this feels weird. Which is a weird thing to say, because for years that was like a really comfortable controller. Yeah.
And they're still really good, you know, like
yeah, they're fine.
For PC
it's
gaming.
just this is better for me with a slightly bigger
ready in 30 seconds.
One of the things I did like though, that this does, it's got the flush back, whereas like my
yeah, the 360 battery pack thing didn't bother me too much. It was definitely one of those things where it's just like it depends on the hand. Because some people it annoys the fuck out of them.
Well, because I have bigger hands, so my fingers tend to go more into the center. So like it bugged the shit out of me whenever I had to deal with that.
Yeah, I'm sort of surprised that they didn't do built-in battery packs, but at the same time, I'm not because. Well, not only that, I think it's kind of smarter in this sense because like one of my PS3 controllers, I didn't charge it forever, and now it's dead. You know.
Oh, and
yeah, completely dead. Like I'll plug it in, it'll blink the lights, but it's not gonna charge.
Well, they could have done it the same way, but just like if you bought like
Threat level is
I
high.
don't know, the one that comes with your console.
Warning. Eject.
I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty like I'm totally fine with rechargeable batteries. Like
Pilot, your tank will be ready in 2 minutes.
Yeah, I bought the Microsoft rechargeable battery. Unlike the rechargeable battery packs in the 360 controller, this one actually lasts. The ones in the 360 controller, they work great for like a week, and then after that, like they would maybe last for 6 hours.
Yeah. Not only that, I've seen a lot of them flat out die as well. Like they just like I don't know what it is. They just die. Like so it's one of those things which random nuances.
Yeah, little stuff. The PS4 is a vast improvement over the DualShock 3, though.
I still want to know what it would have been like if it were in
Hey, your
controller.
tank will be ready in 6
I heard it was really comfortable. Like, that's the crazy part.
I really wonder why they changed it though. Like why? Because
Probably
people on the
because
internet.
Yeah. I've seen crazier stuff people on the internet get couple.
That is true.
Okay, your Titan's prepped for launch. Call it when ready.
Let's do this dance.
Your dash core is ready to
So many damn rodeos for me.
go. Warning. Enemy pilot detected on hull. I suggest removing his Welcome back, pilot. I've kept the seat warm. Warning. Core reactor overload. Eject.
Whatever happened to Mag?
Eject.
They shut down the servers.
Well, besides that,
I guess it didn't. I heard it worked like they advertised, but I don't know. Sony was never the biggest platform for shooters to begin with.
yeah. I think the controller doesn't really lend itself to
I'm
it.
actually kind of surprised that the PS4 is doing so well with stuff like Call of Duty. Like, more people are definitely buying it on PS4.
Catching up, boss, but we're still
Well, I think
behind
that's just
them.
because
Gotta step it
the
up down
stigma
there.
that the PS4 is better and blah 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 blah.
Sure,
And
right.
that they
Because-
definitely have a bigger install base, so obviously they would be on there.
Yeah, sure, okay. So I mean, it is better. So just messing with you, but like, no, I mean, that makes sense, I guess,
Oh,
to
God.
some extent. But I would have figured more people would have stayed. Like, a lot of people I know that were Xbox fans last generation just went and got an Xbox One anyway. I don't know
Yeah.
a whole lot who switched hands.
I mean, it's really weird seeing the numbers because I mean, PS4 is still dominating like no other, but like there's still not a legitimately like good reason to have one in terms of games. Like, there's not one standout game that is a reason to get a PS4.
No, true. I don't know. This generation's weird.
Rating increased. Good work.
Yeah, it is really weird. I mean, even at least for Xbox, there's a couple of games that are like you can only get it on Xbox. And,
If you don't have a PC.
yeah. Well, I mean, even stuff like Sunset Overdrive, you have like.
Sure,
We are being
Sunset
attacked by
Overdrive.
multiple Titans. Warning.
Titanfall, I guess, but yeah, we have like Killer Instinct is
We're outnumbered 2-1.
But I don't think that's like really a console system seller.
Oh yeah, it's not. I mean, it was like what I said last time when the console came out. It's just like I want to say if you're really into Killer Instinct, like it might be a reason for you to get one. But
It was
other than
was
that-
one of the reasons I got mine.
Pilot,
Like
your
that,
Titan will be ready
and
in 2 minutes.
Titanfall, and Forza Horizon 2.
Yeah, there's others. Yeah, like
Legitimate.
Forza series.
Like legitimately,
Like,
those.
there seems
those
to be at
three
least
were-
like a handful of games that are not necessarily console sellers, but like legitimate reasons to have a console. You know? Whereas
Sure.
PS4 has like what? It has Killzone, I guess. It has
Killzone's pretty good.
it has whatchamacallit,
The
Infamous.
IMC are getting even
But
further
other
ahead
than
of us.
that,
We need to
not
step
really
it up, and I
anything
mean right
else.
now.
I think the big thing that it has is the multi-platform versions of games are better on it than they are on Xbox.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, last generation, Xbox had that advantage too. It was multi-platform games were better on Xbox, so people would buy them there. And then also, even though PlayStation had some really great exclusives,
Be advised.
it
Titan
wasn't
ready,
enough
30
to turn the
seconds.
side. Now, the gap isn't nearly as big as it was last gen.
Yeah.
At the beginning, especially, like
Titan ready.
just look at Bayonetta on PS3.
Yeah.
Any like convincing that was the case, but
Yeah, it was definitely one of those things where it's like the PS3 was harder to develop for, and therefore preference was on the 360 because you just make it on the 360 and then you port it over. It
Yeah.
seems kind of like with this situation where both of the platforms are on the same architecture, just slightly different CPU chipsets, but at essentially the same Jaguar architecture.
Nice.
yeah.
The development gap is not nearly as much as what it was before. So therefore, the better hardware was on PS4 and it plays better on there. So we'll see. I think in general, though, it's like the hardware is not that big of a deal, especially since time and time again, like you've seen consoles and
Less
toe-to-toe. Yeah. By the way, I'm hearing myself echo
We
like
lost.
a lot.
Fall back to base.
Not sure why that would be the
Pilot
case.
to
I'm not
zero.
hearing.
Enter evac point now.
Keep talking.
Achieved. Multiple rating goals.
Talking
Well
and
done.
talking.
No. The only thing that would cause that I can think of is the my laptop speakers were on. Screen was not, so I don't know.
Yeah, it was not a big deal.
Oh, I'm dead. I wasn't paying attention.
I think the big difference is going to be, for this generation of consoles, I think the big difference is, at least for PlayStation versus Xbox One, I think it's going to be based off of software and what software can be available for both.
Absolutely. Actually, I think part of what attracts me about Titanfall a lot is it's one of those next-gen games that feels like something a little bit different that we haven't had before. It's a new IP, and also is like a next-gen game. Like, I know it's available on last gen, but it just, you know, it was designed from the ground up for this gen and then ported backwards.
Yeah.
And, like, part of the really fun thing there is just, like, it's fun to play something new. Like, that's what I miss from the beginning of, like, I remember when I got my PS3, like, I got it with Assassin's Creed and Resistance, and both of those were, like, something I'd never seen before, you know?
Yeah, yeah. The jump between this generation and the last generation isn't as dramatic.
For sure.
But
Not yet,
I think we'll
anyway.
see that. Yeah, not yet. I think it's going to be more prominent later on, and I really think it's going to be those little minute details that are going to prove whether how things pan out in the future. You know, like whatever happens with like is Xbox going to branch out to more than just games, and how are they going to do it with like Microsoft being all Windows 10 and all that, and how's that going to affect things? While Sony is like basically almost in a rebirth as a company, because I mean they're just changing everything. The only profitable business that they have so far basically is PlayStation, which is weird considering that they had like TVs and all this other stuff that's not doing well.
TVs
So we'll see.
have just kind of become a like no margin market.
I'm surprised that Samsung is just like taken by storm. It's become the new Sony almost
Yeah,
in terms of like people.
they make a
and-
quality product and they price it a little bit cheaper than Sony. Like that's basically all they do. They're still more expensive than like say Vizio or something like that, one of the more mid-range
yeah.
TV manufacturers.
But I'm just talking about in terms of brand identity, you know, like, it's not, because Samsung before was just like that random company that made like VCRs or whatever,
All right, boss. This is a
and random cell phones.
and
and then-
phones, yeah. I think actually one of the things that's actually been really big for Samsung and TVs is the rise of Xbox. Because it used to be, if you wanted a high quality TV, you kind of had Sony and that was it. Like, there weren't a whole lot of.
And Sony wasn't as graceful as transitioning to the HD realm than than other companies, right? Like,
sure, for sure, it took them a while, but again, like, if you wanted a really high-end TV, you basically had Sony, and that was it. You know, back in the day.
Yeah, and it depends. I mean, like if you wanted a old style like HD TV that was whatchamacallit, the CRT HD TVs, like it was Mitsubishi. It was basically Mitsubishi, and that's it. Like, so you had these weird setups with like TV companies.
Yeah, so, but like, I think one of the things Samsung offered was, like, it's weird to say that I think Xbox helped out Samsung, but like, people who didn't want to back, like, who didn't like Sony for whatever reason, now have a TV manufacturer that they can buy a high-end TV.
Which is funny because they used to be just cheap. But I think it's kind of muddled now. I think that Samsung tends to be more on the higher end than they used to be.
They are,
compared to competitors. Like I'm a LG fan, so
LG makes these.
But LG is, it's funny because Samsung is almost like a Apple knockoff, and then LG is a Samsung knockoff.
I guess. Yeah. I saw.
Be advised. Titan ready in 30
I will tell you something though. My dad bought a Samsung TV, which first of all amazed me because I never thought I'd ever see something other than a Sony. So my dad bought a Samsung TV when he bought a new big screen.
Oh yeah, no, I totally had the same experience with my great uncle, my grandpa's brother. He was always Sony, and always Sony, nothing else. Sony, Sony, Sony. And recently he got a Samsung TV, and it's just like, what?
Yeah, so
that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
When my dad was buying it at the store, he didn't like the Sony he was looking at was like formatting the picture weird, and he didn't like that.
Okay, your Titan's prepped for
So he bought the Samsung. He regrets it because he says like the signal, like the standard definition signal processing, and some other areas that were always really good on his Sony TV, and he took for granted, are not nearly as good on the Samsung.
Oh yeah.
I said, how often, like, for me, it's like, how often do you watch standard definition stuff anymore? But he's like, he's still got the stuff like that.
Oh yeah, like my dad still has. He had me hook up a VHS player.
Oh yeah, Betamax.
We had a Betamax. It broke.
My parents' wedding video was originally on Betamax. The original
Same.
copy was on Betamax.
We actually had it converted, like my uncle. DVD.
Betamax.
So it's funny because it still has the problems. Like it still has that whole like that thing where it like the tape like flags and
the Betamax is the reason my dad didn't get an iPhone until the iPhone 4.
Waiting.
Why? How does that correlate?
He got burned on the Betamax being an early adopter.
Oh.
He used to be an early adopter of any technology after that. He spent like $1,000 on a Betamax, and then VCR took over, or VHS took over.
Oh yeah. I found the whole HD DVD versus Blu-ray thing interesting.
You know, that one I always kind of thought would be more in Sony's favor. And I know people were like, it's like video games versus porn. It's like, porn isn't mainstream.
I think it would have been a different story if the Xbox 360 was like started out with HD.
I absolutely agree with you. I absolutely agree with you, but you know, we'll never see how that would be. The one actually advantage that HD DVD had that Blu-ray doesn't is you could retool existing DVD manufacturing technology for HD DVD. For relatively low cost, whereas Blu-ray required all new manufacturing tech.
Yeah. The format war is really interesting as well, just in terms of like, Blu-ray's all better, but like, but now it's the Spectre.
Now it doesn't. No longer an issue.
Hey, your Titan's good to go. Call it when ready. It's on the way. Stand by for Titanfall.
We're pulling even further ahead of the IMC. Great job down there, boss.
All right.
Well, I have to leave soon, actually.
Very well.
All right, we'll call
Restoring
this
manual
week's
control.
Barroom Brawl.
Warning. You have
I really wonder how the.
enemy Titan
No, it's
down.
okay.
No, I was just
What
gonna
were
say
you
I really wonder how the
Warning.
console,
Recommend regen.
how the console is gonna pan out. Like, what is the NX now? Like, how is it, or how's the one versus the PS4 gonna work? Like, what software? Mostly, I'm intrigued about what software is gonna come out and for which systems, and will
So-
it be a big
Pilot,
deal?
your
That's
Titan
my
will be ready
thing.
in 2 minutes.
The PS4 and Xbox One are arguably still in their infant stages, and both Sony and Microsoft have said these are going to be like 10-year consoles, like
Oh, yeah.
legitimately 10-year consoles. And seeing how long the last generation went, that does not
Oh, yeah.
surprise me at all.
I mean,
Um,
they said, Sony said that about the PS2 and the PS3, and they were correct on both terms. You know?
Yeah.
Still doing good down
And
there, but the IMC
One
are
of,
catching
so
up.
one
Don't
of the
give them a
things I'm
chance to come
interested to
back.
see, and I'm interested to see if Nintendo does it, if on the NX they bite the bullet and
Hey, your Titan will be
make
ready
it
in 60
on
seconds.
par hardware-wise with the Xbox One and the PS4.
I don't know if they have the hardware know-how to make it on par though.
No, they do. It'll be different. It'll always be different because Nintendo.
Oh yeah.
But like, they definitely have the
Stand
hardware
by.
know-how to
Ready
do
in
it.
30 seconds.
One of the things
We're in the lead. Keep up
Like-
the good work, pilot.
One of the things with the Wii U is they wanted to build something different. They didn't want to invest
Titan
the
ready
money,
in 15 seconds.
but I think they're realizing that that was a mistake with the Wii U, and
Team,
you know,
we're looking
lightning's
good.
not going to
The
strike
IMC
twice
isn't
with the
far
Wii.
behind. We have a
Yeah.
ways
The
to go,
demographic
so
they
don't
had
let
with
up.
the Wii. So,
Rating increase.
I think they were interested to see if it would strike twice, so they, as a low risk thing, developed the Wii U on a low cost scale,
Yeah.
and obviously it didn't work out. So I think
Well, it was
I'm
a one-trick
interested-
pony. It was the
Right.
Wii was interesting
I'm-
because of the fact that it was different, but the Wii U's not different. So
Yeah, so I'm interested to see if with
Keep up the good
the
work,
NX, like, Nintendo just goes full bore and says, alright, fine, you want one that's on par with everybody else? Do it. And they make one of those. Because, you know, they've sold a lot of next-gen consoles already. How many people would, like, trade in their Xbox? It's like, well, I can get all these games plus Nintendo games. Like, all on
I
one
think that's gonna
console.
be I think that's the hardest proposition though, is that Nintendo's never been one to support third parties, you know? And I think that's the big deal, is that if, yeah, it would be nice to have just one console, like, in the Nintendo library, but I don't think that's ever gonna happen with their ego almost, you know? Like, they were never, like, for them to accept third parties, or at least be more open with third parties that like say Sony and Xbox are a lot more open with. Nintendo's a much more Japanese company in the sense that it's like very enclosed, very stick to their own morals kind of thing.
Even more than Sony.
Oh yeah,
Like,
way more.
Sony has been a lot more
Sony's kind
westernized.
I think one of the big reasons with Sony being as successful as they are right now is because of the idea that they know and understand that they're not the de facto that they used to be. They're not the staple brand that they used to be. So they're kind of humbled in the sense that they know what they need to. They killed off Bio, even though Bio was amazing. They knew that they needed to do it in order to gain capital. Like,
Yeah, right. What can we do right now to save ourselves so that we can make the right decision?
yeah, so they're doing a lot more.
Further and further ahead,
They have a
boss.
lot more
If you're
emphasis
gonna do
on
something,
being
you need to do it
humble and
fast.
being able to survive, whereas Nintendo's still very traditional Japanese and like stick to their guns kind of thing, which isn't bad. It's just different.
Yeah, it is. I've been playing Ocarina of Time, so I've been having a soft spot for Nintendo lately.
It's definitely one of those things that I really want to. I really don't think that. I think that
Critical damage.
in
I
terms of
recommend taking cover.
reputation, Nintendo is always going to be more towards like kid friendly.
Oh, nice!
And
I just punched
Enemy Titan down.
Punch what?
I just punched an enemy Titan off the field.
Warning. Core reactor overload. Eject.
Yeah, I think Nintendo kind of cemented itself as the kid-friendly console, you know? I don't think the demographics that Xbox and PlayStation aim for are going to transfer over to the NX. I could be wrong though. I could be.
Yeah, I would like to see them try that, because I'd like to see a world where Nintendo has a competing platform that's on the same level as everybody else.
Yeah, it would be interesting. But for the very least though, I think it would be interesting just to see HD Nintendo games essentially. But
Well,
that's kind of what we have with the Wii now, or the Wii U.
The Wii U,
now.
yeah, no, for sure. And part of that is Nintendo's really good at getting the most out of the hardware. So even though the Wii U is less powerful than the Xbox One and the PS4, like Nintendo's games look great.
Yeah. And then that goes hand in hand with the whole traditional thing we get. With the idea behind. I mean, when you think about it, Nintendo's the last standing company that
It's over, guys.
Wait, we lost?
traditionally.
Back to base.
I thought we were ahead.
I guess we were, but then we got shafted at the end.
You reached several.
But yeah,
rating goals. Press the
Nintendo's the
button.
last company that was traditionally a gaming company. Both Sony and Microsoft are companies that came in afterwards. And Sony already has a notorious reputation with being involved with that weird situation back in the 90s with Sega and Nintendo both being poached by Sony, and then what ended up happening was that Sony purchased them. I really wonder what would have happened if Sega because I think if anything, Sega would still be, like, I think if anything, Sega would be a subject today. Like, Sony might just, like, buy out Sega, you know? If that was the case.
Sega
today.
PlayStation or something.
Yeah. And then it would just be, like, it would be a Sony-made Sega console, and all that, and then Sega would still be a driving force, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, who knows? Interesting.
Enough speculation.
Interesting.
Thank you for joining us. This has been the Barroom Brawl. We do this every week, so join us next Sunday, where we'll be playing. Did we decide we're playing Uncharted 3?
I have to find a copy.
We're pretty sure we're playing Uncharted 3. That might change. Listen to the podcast to find out. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.
See ya.